Hello guys, so I think today is going to be my first video on this channel. I'm so nervous right now. So it's a very good morning. Today I think this is going to be the first video on my new channel. It's Koji.Visuals. So today I have got my hand on the Sony ZV-E10 and I have heard a lot of bad review about this lens, which is the 16 to 50 kit lens. So today I'm just going to take you for a brief walk and see how it performs. I am going to tell you why I like this lens and whether you should get this lens. Oh yeah guys, so today actually I will just mainly focus on the photo aspect of this camera, of this lens, not this camera. I will be taking a few photos so you guys can actually judge whether this lens actually can produce good quality of image that suit your taste. Let's just take one photo of my camera right now. I'm using JPEG and aperture which is 3.5 and standard color. Alright guys, the first thing I like about this lens obviously is the zoom range 16 to 50, which is equivalent to 24 to 70 in a full frame camera. So you see, right now actually I'm around my house. So if I want to shoot a very wide image, I'm able to do so with this camera. Of course, it is 24mm, it is not the widest camera lens you have, but you got the versatility to zoom. So I can actually zoom right here and I am able to highlight certain details just from this location. So yeah, I'm quite lazy. Yeah guys, so today the sun is quite bright. It's just 9 o'clock in the morning. The sun is shining through my face. People mainly bashing on this lens is because of its narrow aperture, because it is 3.5 to 5.6. When you zoom in to 50mm, it's going to be 5.6, which means your background is not going to be blurry. But honestly, for a kit lens, I think if you're traveling all around the world, it is going to be very comfortable to use this lens to shoot every single thing that is in your eye, so you can block and shoot. Alright guys, right now I'm shooting on the 50mm, which is the longest focal length on this lens. So it's going to be interesting on what you can get. And yeah, actually when you're using kit lens, you can actually test and see whether which focal length is the one that you shoot the most. So you can actually decide on whether in future you want to buy a focal length that you are most comfortable to shoot on. Just like 50mm right here, it is good for subject separation. You are able to focus on the subject and make the subject pops out. Here, the sun is just completely blocked out. There isn't much thing to block us here, so I think I'm definitely going to try to shoot that flower right there because it looks quite good. And it's the best time to actually show up the 50mm, whether I can get a good subject separation here. So yeah, it's going to be that flower. Can you see it there? It's okay, I'm just going to shoot it for you. So guys, I just took a 15mm photo at f5.6 and also one at 16mm, which is f3.5, which is the widest aperture. So as you can see, I really think that if you're shooting macro, the 16mm actually did quite good. Yeah guys, generally the aperture is really not a problem if you're outdoor. Because this is a crop sensor camera, the ZV-E10, actually the ISO when it goes up to something above 2000, the footage really seems to be very grainy, and also the photo, there's just so many noise. So if you are going to shoot indoor in most of the time and there's not much light, actually this lens is not really suitable for you. But if you're actually traveling around, like looking outside and you are going to a new city or something, you are going to need a lens which you can actually zoom in and out, so you can actually shoot as much thing as possible. You know, when we are traveling outside, we really want to capture every single moment because it is expensive to do so. Every single minute counts. Well guys, so right now let's go and find a product that we can actually shoot using almost all the focal length. Alright guys, I just found a white subject right here. Yeah, let's see whether there is any quality difference on different focal length. And right now, I'm going to go inside and see how this lens performs. Alright guys, so right now I'm inside the house. I'm going to try and take some indoor photos for you guys to see actually how the narrow aperture will affect your image quality, especially in the low light environment. I'm going to try and take some product photos for you guys to see how bad or how good is the quality. Actually, this lens have the optical steady shot, you see, which actually means a stabilization inside your lens. So if you are going to handhold your camera, it will actually compensate the shape and actually stabilize your image or your footage. So if you are actually going to shoot inside, so because of the narrow aperture, you are not able to get a very clear image because of the ISO. So in order to reduce that ISO, what you can do is actually slow down your shutter speed. And because you have optical steady shot, with a slower shutter speed, you are going to be very steady. It is going to produce a very good image, but you have to make sure the subject is not moving very fast. So guys, let's try it out right now. Yeah guys, so that's it. I hope this is useful for you and I hope you are not discouraged of getting these lenses, because this lens really help you to decide whether which are the best focal length for you, and also you have a versatile lens in your pocket that you can bring virtually anywhere. And if indoor, you just have to slow down your shutter speed. But if you are doing professional work, I seriously can't really recommend you this lens, because you might need to go for a better lens, faster lens of f2.8 like the Sigma lenses, because generally you don't really have time to ask people to slow down and stand right there. So you can actually get your slow shutter speed cameras set, everything set up and shoot them. You have to be fast and quick in the group photos. I just like to actually take the lens outside and shoot things and actually try and see the result and compare it, rather than actually I just shoot on the ground to actually compare. So if you guys enjoy this review, so feel free to give me a like and subscribe. This is going to be my new channel and I really think that I'm going to continue to do so. Well, if you guys support me, obviously I'm going to do so. If you like my video, just comment down and support. Hopefully, I will continue to do this thing in the future, because I have been really liking into photography and videography, especially videography. So in the next episode, the next video, I'm going to talk about this lens, its video performance. So stay tuned guys, subscribe, see you.